What's up, D-Snakes? Back in the video on the Joker War. Today we're checking out Batman number 99. This is actually the penultimate chapter of this entire event. Now, this event's actually been pretty good, guys. We saw Harley versus Punchline last issue, and guess what? None of the match you won. We saw Batman show up, wake up from like this hallucination with Alfred, and he came to his conclusion that he has to go recruit the Bat family. Now, he took down Punchline, and now he's with Harley Quinn, right? But he's meeting up with all the Bat family members while Joker is finishing up his plan. And guys, how this issue leaves off us for like pretty much the finale, which will come in like 2 weeks, Batman number 100, it's just crazy, right? There's some cool stuff in this issue that I'm excited to get into, alright? But guys, if you're not caught up on this event, I'll link down below in the description my playlist on the Joker War so you can get all caught up, or at least go check out the comics, because this is actually a good series, and support the comic book industry, support your local comic shop, and just show how much you appreciate all the talent, all the artwork, everything that goes into making this comic book, because it's actually pretty good. You should actually support this. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's dive into Batman number 99. Now, we start in Gotham Midtown. We see the Joker, and he's just walking up to this driver, right? And this driver says, "Sir, it's been made to your exact specifications." And Joker says, "I know, that's why I'm laughing." And he says, "It's the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen. I love it." Now, he looks at it, guys, and it's literally like just a limo with a bunch of like signs like "ha," or just like a bunch of laughing signs, a bunch of crazy signs to make this limo look like it's with the Joker, right? But then Joker gets inside, he's like, "Take me at Ace Chemical, go to the long way around." Now, he asks this driver as they're driving through the city of Gotham, which is now just pretty much ablaze, guys. Like a bunch of like gangs going around killing people. It's crazy. Fires all over the place. And Joker says, "What's your name, kid?" And the driver says, "Abe, sir." And Joker says, "Are you a lifer, Abe, Gotham stock, or are you a transplant?" Now, what this means is, do you actually live here? Have you lived here all your life? Or have you actually just traveled to Gotham? Now, Abe says, "I've lived here all my life, Mr. Joker." Now, Joker then goes in this whole spill that it must be good for you, like to see all this happen, to see Gotham become what it actually needs to be, to see everybody's darker versions come out. Like, he pretty much explains this really interesting philosophy that pretty much that Gotham, anybody who comes to Gotham, they're not really coming there to have a good life. Like, you go to Gotham, like, why would you go there? It makes no sense. You know it's one of the worst places in the world, one of the most dangerous places. So you're going there to cause trouble. And you say it's meant for people like me, him, the Joker, and other villains. Not meant for Batman or everyone else. Now, he says that, yes, the casualties and all the different stuff affects a lot of people. Now, as he's driving through the city, we see the clown hunter. And he grabs a clown, and he's just killed this clown, right? And he has a dope image that's drawn by Jorge Jamez. And guys, this is really cool, right? He's holding him, probably one of the best images in this book. And you see Joe just pass by, and Clown Hunter drops this clown down into the fire. Now, you see Joey more explains that pretty much Batman tries to save the city, tries to save it from what it is, and he thinks it's his city, but Joker then reveals that, no, it's my city, it's the city of people like me. He says, "Sometimes I think the poison that bleached my skin got into my brain, infecting me with that festering dark spirit of the city. That I'm haunted by all the ghosts of the dead, that I'm their messenger, come to remind Batman that the city does not belong to him." And he says, "Haha, what a nut job, but that's what this is all about. It's getting the ball rolling. It's making this all a bit more dangerous again." So he's saying that Gotham has not been dangerous in a long time. It's not been itself, but finally it's back to where it needs to be with the whole Joker War, and Batman shouldn't stop it. Because Batman should realize that this isn't his city, it's the Joker's city. Now, as we continue, guys, that's when the Joker makes the Ace Chemical, gets out, and the driver says, "Sir, we're here." And Joker says, home again. And then he gets a call from Punchline. He says, "Hello, dear. I was starting to think you were dead." And that's when she says, "What's that sound?" And you see Joker kill the driver, Abe, which is really messed up. And Joker says, "Nothing important, just clean up a mess." Now, that's when he said, "How'd the meeting go?" And Punchline says, "Poor. They got the one up on me. I thought Batman was down for the count." And she says, "They left me tied up for the cops, but some of our boys got to me first. But that means he's been out there working for a few hours now. I'm sorry, I wanted to do more." And that's when the Joker goes into Ace Chemicals and just kills every single person. It's amazing, guys. Like, Jorge Jamez's artwork here, where Joker's just walking through, killing people as he sees them, just clean house. Because what he's saying here is, yeah, Batman's gonna come here. I know that. I know his every single move. And I want him to come here. I don't want so many people to get in his way like my clowns. So he's just killing all these people working for him. And he's like, oh, I should put a hit on different citizens. Tell the clowns for $100 for every person they kill. And $1 million if they bring the bat to me. So he's pretty much putting all these hits on the Batman, but most importantly, innocent citizens. That's pretty messed up, guys. But seeing the Joker just walk through and be like, no, it's all good. Punch on, it's like, you sure about that? Like, he's out there playing right now. Joker's like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm playing for us to meet again. Joker and the Batman. Now, as we continue, guys, that's when we see Batman. He's on a rooftop. He says, he knows me. He knows this will be my next move. He's forced my hand. He wants me too afraid to put you in the field. But he's made it so there's no other choice. And you see on the rooftop, the whole Bat family. You see Red Hood, Dick Grayson, Signal, Orphan, Harley Quinn. Yeah, Harley Quinn is a part of the Bat family now. Also, spoiler, Red Robin, Batgirl. Now, Batman says, I should have brought you in from the beginning. The last year has been hard, but I think I'm seeing clearly for the first time in a long time. I'm sorry. I haven't been better. I have to be. I will be. And he says, but right now our city's in chaos. Joker is using everything I built to lay the city to waste. And it's only going to get worse from here. Now he says that, hey, don't worry about Lucius Fox. He's been rescued by me and Batwoman. Which, guys, if you haven't seen that video that I released, I'll actually link it down below. It's Technically 1025, where Batman and Batwoman team up to save Lucius Fox, right? So that's already been covered. But he also says, Batman continues, and he's like, but we barely scratched the surface of what needs to be done. Right now, theaters are filling all over Gotham. Joker is going to play the people of our city a movie, and then he's going to kill them. I need to stop it and stop the violence happening in the streets. And he says, it's a lot to ask, but I know I can trust you. Take back our city. And then Dick Grayson says, where will you go, Batman? And Batman says, Joker's at Ace Chemical. I'll go to him there. I'll put an end to this. And then Harley says, I'm going with you so I can kill the Joker. And Red Hood says, wait, what? And Batman says, that's not what's happening. And then Harley says, wait, why the hell is that not what's happening? That's the whole reason I came here. And Red Robin says, I think somebody needs to go back to Arkham. And Harley says, nobody asked your opinion, Duck Boy. Red Robin says, Duck Boy. And Batgirl says, we don't have time for this. And Red Hood says, yeah, you can say that again. We got incoming. You see this clown shoot a missile, and Batman throws his batarang, takes it out mid-air. Yeah, pretty badass, guys. And the clown says, I'm gonna buy an island with your scalps. And then Orphan spoilers show up. They're like, no, you won't. And they take down this clown, guys. Then Batgirl says, there are more clowns coming. They know we're in the field. We can't stay here together. I want to get to the clock tower. I can coordinate from there. Nightwing can lead in the field. I'll take as many clowns down as I can along the way. Now, that's when we have this amazing moment between Dick Grayson and Batman. Now, Dick Grayson says, you need to go, Bruce. We'll get the city under control. Now, Batman says, Dick, I think it might be time for a change of clothes. I grabbed this from one of the microcaves in Wayne Enterprises. Now, he opens the suitcase, and it shows a Nightwing costume, guys. And Dick says, Bruce. And Batman says, it's good to have you back. And Dick says, you too. But there's a part of all this you didn't mention. He still has the Wayne fortune. What are we going to do about that? And he continues to say, first we take the Joker, and then we can worry about money. Now, guys, this is a great moment because it's been 2 years since Dick Grayson has worn that costume. And he's finally wearing it again, which is really cool. And James Tynion, how he pretty much sets up the scene is really well done. Now, we shift to Catwoman, Penguin, and Riddler. Now, what we see here is we see Riddler say, this building is absolutely hideous. And then Penguin says, they can't all be question marks and icebergs, Eddie. Catwoman, you got us out of my safe house into the heart of all this danger. I trust you have a plan. Now, Catwoman says, Graves, Willock, and Crane, the legitimate front for the Underbroker and his team of crooked money manipulators, this is our target. And Penguin says, some of that money is my money, Catwoman. And Catwoman says, if you listen to everything I say, you're about to have a whole lot more of it. And then it says pretty much that this whole story, this whole heist, takes place in Catwoman number 25. Now, we'll be covering that issue in a future video later on this week, so stay tuned for that. But for now, we continue, and we shift to Ace Chemicals. Batman arrives, and you see this amazing splash page drawn by Jorge Jimenez. And it's just Batman just walking through the smoke. It looks really cool, guys. Like, I'll just say this. One, I finally know how to pronounce Jorge Jamez's name. I used to say George Jamez, but then the whole Batman Joker War panel, I found out you pronounce it Jorge, but still, Jorge does a great job here. Like, it's probably one of my favorite images of Batman he's ever done. Now, continuing, what we see is Harley is there. And you see Batman, he hits like a thing, she shoots. What the hell did you think I kept saving your life for, Bats? Didn't you get the point, the big picture? It's time for this story to end. And Batman says, Harley, you know I can't let that happen. What we mostly see here is Harley says, it's not good enough. You can't just take a man back to Arkham, he'll come back, and we'll lose again. I was saving you so you could get rid of this, not for you to just prolong the inevitable. Like she's saying, you have to kill the Joker. If you won't do it, I'll do it for you. And Batman and Harley are having this back and forth, guys, and then Batman, he just says, no. And Harley says, then you stop me now. You put me down hard. You make sure I won't get right back up and finish the job myself. This can't just be like all the other times. This story needs to change. It needs an ending. And Batman looks at her and then walks into Ace Chemical. Now, what we see here, guys, it says, Joker, it's over. We'll have the city back in just a few hours, and you'll be incarcerated long before that. So do whatever you're going to do. Make whatever play you want to play. But no, I'm ready for it. And Joker says, oh really? And we see a dead Alfred. This is actually Alfred's corpse, which has Joker toxin on it, and he's just smiling, laughing at Bruce. And Joker says, dug him up from the backyard myself. I know you must still have more to say to him after losing him like you did. And then you see Alfred, his neck just snaps again. It's really frightening, guys, and a really crazy moment. And then Alfred says, Master Bruce? And Batman's just shocked. He says, no, this isn't real. And then behind Batman, you see Joker in the costume, the new Bat costume that was introduced in the first part of the storyline, which has blue. It looks amazing, guys. But now it has haha all over it. And you see Joker in this Batman costume. He says, see, Bruce, I promise, you're not ready for this at all. And you see Batman just freaked out. At the bottom of the page says next, 100 punches, 100 laughs, 100 deadly moments. Next month, Joker War reaches its bloody conclusion in Batman number 100. Now, I love this moment. This is an awesome moment, guys. First off, the whole Harley moment was just written so well. Seeing Harley be like, hey, this needs to change, and I agree with her. Like, yes, we see this many times where, like, DC says, oh, it's a final confrontation between the Batman and the Joker, and then it's not, and it takes away that whole tension that was in the big event. So here, Harley's like, let's change that. Kill the Joker. I really like how her characters were in here. Now, when Batman walks in and sees the actual living corpse of Alfred with Joker toxin and his neck snaps, like, that just makes sense, like, what's something the Joker would do. It's one of the best moments in the issue, but then it gets topped by that final page where you see Joker in a Batman costume. Now, I'm really excited for the final issue of this whole event. Like, see Joker in a Batman costume go against Batman, see all the Bat family members go against the Clowns, Punchline, Underbroker throughout the city. It's gonna be a dope finale, I'm hoping. I hope they don't, like, stumble at the finish line. I'm pretty sure they won't, because James Tynion is doing a great job here. Like, guys, doing a way better job than Tom King. Actually, one big comparison. In this issue, you see Batman meet up with all the Bat family members at the rooftops. Now, that whole scene ends with Batman giving back Nightwing's costume to Dick Grayson. A very touching moment. Now, shift to Tom King's run. Batman meets up with the whole Bat family in issue number 71, and how that whole confrontation ends is Batman punches Tim Drake in the face. So, big differences. One writer knows how to write a Batman comic, the other doesn't really. But still, I'm really excited for what James Tynion is doing, and overall, I'm going to give this issue of the Joker War a 9 out of 10. I really liked it, guys. This was really well done. Now, guys, in the comments below, tell me about this issue. Did you love it? Did you hate it? And, guys, what was your favorite moment? And, yeah, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up on YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to my next Joker War video. You won't want to miss out on my video on the pretty much conclusion to this entire event, Batman number 100. But, yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.